You want to go fly? Whoa. You want to go fly? Jeez. Where we gonna fly? Where's we gonna fly? Where's we gonna fly? Wild dog. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube, what is going on today, everybody? Drunk Pilot here. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are here in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International Airport. We are going to be doing a hop from KCVG to Salt Lake City. Time in the air is 4 hours at 34,000 feet. And of course, we are in the PMDG 737-800. We are going to be continuing on our A Pilot's Life Chapter 2 career mode. I finally got a paycheck, so I've got that going for me, which is nice. I've got $27.55 here in my.
Once you have safely stowed your
I got a whole $255.
To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle
Which doesn't seem like much for 4 flights.
Your seatbelt can
$31 an hour.
This is a no smoking service. Thank you for.
But whatever, we can do the calculations later. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop on into the flight deck. I think I've got some things started up. I had some audio issues, so I got my first officer to go ahead and start doing some things, or so I thought. So let's go ahead and get her burning. So
for the walk around.
Battery on. Apply some external power here. And we will get some dome lights going. And he's got the nav lights, the logo lights, all the lights on for the walk around. And we will go ahead and take a look at some things. Arm our emergency exit lights. And I should be loading for self-loading cargo. Looks like I am. Yep. 7 minutes remaining. Ooh. Running a little behind due to the audio issues. No big deal there. You can make it quick. Okay. We did put our IRSs in a line. That's good. Good job. Packs on. Let's see if our ATIS works. Doesn't quite seem like it. SWQ 530, cost index of 8,29039.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi there, just to let you know that we started fueling the aircraft. We'll let you know as soon as it's completed. Roger. Ground to cockpit. Go ahead.
37.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the aircraft is now fueled into cockpit. Roger.
37.8. Good enough.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
We're still waiting on the load sheet from ground.
Ooh.
No problem. I'll bring it to
Hi,
you as soon as
security
they
and
send it up.
safety check are all done.
You still
Are we
have
good to
time to
start
do the
boarding?
welcome announcement. That should pass some of the time.
Affirmative.
Thanks.
Good evening from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking.
See how
I'd like
fast
to
we
welcome you
can
on
get
board this evening's flight.
this
I hope you're all well.
going.
We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit, and once we're airborne, we'll be climbing to our cruise level of 34,000 feet. We're not anticipating any delays, so we hope to be underway very shortly.
2988.
Once we push back from the stand, the cabin crew will start securing the cabin. As we head to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft.
12 gusting
The weather is looking good, so it should
2230.
be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. It looks as though the en route winds are in our favor, so there shouldn't be any issue getting to our destination on time. However, we will keep you informed throughout the flight if that changes.
Swift
The
Flight
ground crew has finished loading the
530,
aircraft, so if you
gate
could get yourself
66
seated
with
and secured,
information
we'll be able to
Delta,
get going
ready
straight
for
away.
clearance.
Thank you very much for flying with us, and I hope you enjoy the flight.
Oh, come on, you saw the request. But you won't give it to me. Sometimes you have to do a bunch of clicks for them to. Come on. Or I might just have to close it out. Again. Can't wait for Beyond ATC. How many times do I have to say it? Swift Flight 530 with information Delta, gate 66, request clearance.
WQ530, cleared at KSLC, Lamp LV, Echo Yankee 6, transition, Bay XC, departure runway 18, and then flight, climb to 1, 2000, expect flight level 340 within 10 minutes after departure, frequency 128.7, log 5007, altimeter 29.88.
Cleared to Salt Lake City via the Lovie 6 departure, runway 18 center. 120, expect flight level 340 10 minutes after. Departure frequency 128.7, squawk 5007, altimeter 2988, Swift Flight 530.
WQ530, feedback correct, ground on 130.9er.
130.9er, Swift Flight 530. Are you actually aligning or not? Yeah, my self-loading cargo is going to be upset.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now. We'll contact you for pushback once we close up and the beacon light is switched on. Roger.
Thought I unloaded you.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count, and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Alright, you can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know, and we'll get closed up as soon as we can. All stations, please close doors.
SWQ-530, Squawk 5007.
Transponder to 5007 SWQ 530. Eight, 7, my reserves, 340, west, so
Hi,
18
here's your fuel
center,
slip.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
11,000 feet of runway. We're going to take off 2, climb 1. Take off flaps, we'll go to 10. And 66. Departure 18 center. 6. KFC. Speeds unavailable. These speeds are unavailable, so we will select takeoff 1, climb 1. These speeds still unavailable. Forty-eight, 54. Should be fine, right? Temperatures are good. Yeah. Take off 1, climb 1. Keep it. Keep it there.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
West ATC clearance.
Good morning. 530. 530 is at the gate with the numbers, requesting ATC clearance. Okay, cleared to our destination as filed. SWAT code is as assigned. 530.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to put
It's going to be
underweight.
a
We're
standard
not going to be
pushback and start
underweight.
off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It will be a left seat takeoff, using D-rated thrust. Planning a flaps 10 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain
Cockpit to
seated.
ground.
I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as
Go ahead.
appropriate. If an evacuation
We're
is
starting the
required,
APU.
I will initiate the
Stand by as we'll
evacuation
be disconnecting
checklist.
from ground
In the
power
event of an
shortly.
engine failure after V1, we will continue the
Monitor
takeoff,
services down.
rotate at VR, call positive rate gear up, and
Roger.
cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted at or above flaps up maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust, and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Wind shear has been reported. We will execute the wind shear escape maneuver if required. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Hold that thought. Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Windows heat on. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
We're not there yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also, review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
There's some bull crap, man. Got to be kidding me. I think I killed my IRSs. don't get to wait for even longer. MFP. What that does. All right. Ready to go. Heading 010, altimeter 2986.
Heading 010, altimeter 2986. Parking brake.
Released.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Looks better. Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
B2 159, heading 186, altitude 12,000.
Takeoff speeds.
B1 148, VR 148, V2 154.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 1 then 2.
Check.
Start left engine.
Starting engine 1.
Swift Flight 530, request startup and pushback.
SWQ530. Did you copy?
Oil pressure.
Ground, ABEX 105 is cleared of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
105. Taxi via to parking position 79er.
Via to parking position 79er ABEX 105.
SWQ530. Startup and pushback approved.
Startup and pushback approved. Swift Flight 530.
Please prepare for gate departure.
Ground, ABEX 403 is cleared of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
403. Taxi via Bravo Lima, Quebec, hop up to parking position 78.
Via Bravo Lima, Quebec, hop up to parking position 78 ABEX 403.
Number 1 stable.
Turn number 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure.
Laps 10. Swift Flight 530, request taxi.
SWQ530. Taxi to runway 18 via Sierra Kilo Golf Juliet.
Via 18 Center, via Kilo Golf
Number 2
Juliet.
stable.
Swift Flight 530.
And we ask that you direct your attention to the forward cabin
Left.
to the TV monitors for brief
All right. Control. Oh, come on. Why do you do this? Up, down, control, butter, up, right, control.
Please refer to the safety briefing card of the exit row information card located in the seatback pocket to ensure you meet the exit row criteria and understand the information. After carefully reviewing this card, if you believe you could be injured, do not wish to, or cannot perform the functions listed, please notify a flight attendant. At this time, we also request that you store your electronic devices until we are above 10,000 feet. I will notify you that it is safe to bring these items out for use. If there's any question as to what device you can use on board today, please refer to the Welcome Aboard section of your My magazine. Thank you for your attention.
Flight controls check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Recall.
Checked.
Check. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
He's landing on 18 right. Little buddy over there.
Ground Apex 21905 is cleared of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
21905. Taxi via Bravo Lima, Quebec, Papa to parking position 78.
Via Bravo Lima, Quebec, Papa to parking position 78. Apex 21905.
What's taxi clearance?
SWQ530. Contact tower on 133.32.
133.32, Swift Flight 530. Request taxi clearance. Request taxi clearance.
Ground. Good morning. 530. Ready to taxi.
Swift Flight 530, runway 18 center, ready for departure.
530.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Swift Flight 530, runway 18 center, ready for departure.
Center.
Swift Flight 530, runway 18, ready for departure.
SWQ530. Line up. Runway 18.
Lining up, runway 18 center, Swift Flight 530.
18.
Now tell me. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 10, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.7 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
On runway.
SWQ530.
8.
Wind
Center.
230 at 12. Runway 18. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Swift Flight 530. Request takeoff clearance.
Tower 530. Ready for departure. Cleared for departure. 530.
before takeoff procedure.
Okay. Cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Cabin still not secure.
What?
All stations, seats for takeoff, please.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes, I have dimmed the cabin lights for takeoff. This
Thrust
is a
set.
completely normal procedure, and they will be turned back on once we've completed our departure. Thank you.
80 knots. D1, rotate.
D2.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
400 feet.
Q530. Contact departure on 128.7.
128.7, Swift Flight 530. Swift Flight 530, climbing 12,000.
Sierra, Whiskey, Quebec 530. Radar contact. Continue Yada Lima Oscar Victor Echo Yankee 6 transition Alpha X-ray Charlie departure route. Climb to 12,000.
Clear for the Levy 6, climbing 12,000, Swift Flight 530. Swift Flight 530. Don't need that.
Cabin crew, you're free to move around the cabin.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Departure ABEX 404 at 5,300.
ABEX 404 identified.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelts fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments we'll commence our in-flight service. offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the
Sierra
discussion.
Whiskey Quebec 530. Climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climbing flight level 240, Swift Flight 530.
Autopilot on. Happy to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Not really. Departure score of 100.
ABEX 404. Climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb and maintain 10,000. ABEX 404.
Trying to get rid of some of these tabs. Free up some resources. So my question is, how much do I get dinged if I fast forward? Because it's 3:15 right now. 3
Sierra
hours and
Whiskey
21
Quebec
minutes.
530. Contact Indianapolis on 124.77.
124.77. See you. About 3 hours and 20. Well, this says 3 hours 40. Put me right at 7 o'clock. Looks like. Hey, pup. Looks like you can use fast forward. Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level
220.
now.
Puppy. Hey, puppy.
Indianapolis Center, JetBlue 1190, passing flight level 3504, flight level 300.
JetBlue 1190, identified, descend to flight level 300.
Descending to flight level 300, JetBlue 1190.
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
1,000 to level.
Oh. $4,000. So I'll come back, or I'll check back in about an hour. And half-ish.
Indianapolis Center, United 1515, passing flight level 3604, flight
Set my
level
timer for
310.
1 hour.
1515, identified, descend to flight level 310.
Descending to flight level 310, United 1515.
Let's see how it goes. So enjoy the flight, guys. What will be a good view? Thinking left side. That. I don't want that. All right. See y'all later. Meow. 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 Alright guys, we are back. We are ready for our arrival. And let me just go ahead and stop that guy. Let's see what ATC wants. 3-4 left, Spain 7. Yeah, we're a little bit behind. I know. Into you. Seatbelt signs on. Change our speed back to 280. And take a look at our arrival charts. Heading north, expect 16,000 at Spain. Spain. About the only altitude restriction we have. I have control.
You have control.
Salt Lake Center, Swift Flight 530, 310, descending 240.
SWQ530, clear direct to Mike Tango uniform. Maintain present heading.
Cleared to Mike Tango uniform. Maintain present heading. Swift Flight 530.
SWQ530, descend to flight level 230.
Descending flight level 230, Swift flight 530. Okay. Arrival charts. Not BD5. Spin 7. Take a look at our arrival. 330 at 4 knots, 10 statute miles. Temperature 3, altimeter 3023. Beautiful weather in Salt Lake City. Knockout. Arrival briefing. Minimums are 4429. Good old Rocky Mountain fashion, high altitude. Come on, man. $44.29. $3023. Final approach fix 6100. Missed approach altitude 8100. Got a runway length of 12,000 feet. Go auto brake 3.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 40 landing. Final approach fix altitude is 6,100 feet. Decision altitude is 4,429 feet. Missed approach altitude is 8,100 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
There we go. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 4250 feet. Recall. Check. Auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
BREF 143. Minimum's 4429 feet.
VREF 143. Minimums 4429 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Looks like my self-loading cargo quit on me. See if it'll restore. Nope. Quit on me again.
SWQ530 identified. SWQ530 heading correction 2075 to Mike Tango uniform and then as filed.
What? No. I'm not doing that.
SWQ530 contact Salt Lake City on 119.905.
119.905 Swift Flight 530. Swift Flight 530 descending 16,000.
SWQ530 maintain present altitude.
No.
SWQ530 clear direct to SPANE intersection. Turn to heading 250.
Cleared to Spain, heading 258, Swift Flight 530. Give me an approach. Transition, set altimeter 3023.
Three, 0, 2, 3. Set passing 17,100. Now. 1,000 to level.
It's gonna go ahead and descend anyways. My ATC's not gonna do it for me.
SWQ530 negative. Sorry, unable at this time.
Well then, what do you want me to do?
SWQ530 negative. Sorry, unable at this time.
What are you good for?
SWQ530 identified. SWQ530 cleared SPA November Echo 7 arrival route. Expect ILS approach runway 34 left transition FFU contact Salt Lake City approach on 135.52.
Clear for the Spain Seville arrival. ILS approach runway 34 left. Swift flight 530.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright positions. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters?
3023 set.
3023 set. Approach checklist completed. To level.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1 set. 10,000.
Got our localizer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving
Flight
at
deck.
our destination shortly. If you are making a
Okay,
connection
thanks.
to another flight,
Captain, the cabin is secure.
customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taken
1,000 to
off the
level.
aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position and check the security of your seatbelts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
To level. Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats.
McLeod.
Final approach fix, height checked, missed approach altitude not set.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear. Autopilot off.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 40, green light.
Landing checklist completed.
Cleared.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stable.
$500.
500 feet.
$400.
Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums.
Minimums.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Speed brake up. Reverser's normal. $60 knots.
I think that was a pretty good landing. Okay to clean up.
Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
It says 110 feet per minute. It's a pretty good landing.
APU on the buses.
Now it's about time to go get some coffee. And I'm gonna be heading back. Back to Cincinnati. Because I'm a pilot now. And I have no life. I don't get to go to other special places. Nah, I'll probably mix it up over the weekend. I'm feeling some side stick action this weekend. Might give me some Airbus action in. All right, guys, thanks for flying along with me. Fasten seatbelt signs are off. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel
flight.
pumps off. Probe heat. Auto. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps.
Up.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
See how we did here. 99.5. $100 departure, 100 en route, 98.6 on the arrival. Still can't get it down. Trying to be smooth. Touchdown distance was long. Oh yeah, it was a little bit past. 500 feet past. That's not bad. We'll take it. 98.49 on the leaderboard. And we will go ahead and submit this flight. Thing was good there. 100, 100. Good. Submit. Yes. It's gonna take a while to level up on this. I'm gonna have to do like 20 flights just to get next rank up. That's crazy. Ugh. Secure the aircraft. Well, guys, I messed up. I was going through my job market and I applied at Air Canada. And I had really good hopes that I was going to make it. And I looked down in my current job offers, and I had one for WestJet. And I decided, I wonder if it has a non-compete. So I went, and before I could read the contract, there's the option to sign. So I selected the contract and I hit sign, but I was waiting for the whole contract to pull up and I thought it was going to be like a confirm section. There was no confirm section. Once you click sign, then it pulls up the whole blurb. And now I have a non-compete for 7 days and I can't terminate this contract. So I'm a pilot at WestJet now for at least 7 days. Story of my life. All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for flying along with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, like and subscribe. Definitely need some more subscribers on the channel. It would be mucho appreciated. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a wonderful weekend. And make sure to just love each other and love yourselves. See you guys.